Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video in the Getting into MBA College video series. For everyone who is new, I'm Chavi Gupta. I'm an IIT Delhi and I am Ahmedabad alum, and I was also the CAT 2017 100%. I worked as a BCG consultant for a while, and right now I'm a product manager at an amazing startup. In today's video, I will talk about one thing that almost all CAT aspirants face: how to stay motivated throughout your preparation. I know there are so many points during your preparation where you might feel demotivated. Maybe because you are having low mock scores, because your preparation is lagging behind your coaching institute or your peers, because you feel your speed and accuracy is not up to the mark, because you are unable to give time to all the different sections, or just because you're not seeing any significant results even after putting in all the efforts. It is completely fine to feel all of this. And trust me, I think almost every single aspirant out there feels that sometime during their preparation. I, for one, felt it after around 4 or 5 months of my preparation when my scores were the same, my accuracy was the same, my overall percentile was also kind of the same. So I just tried to think, what can I do to improve? And I just felt that I should just stop practicing. It is just everything is staying the same. And if you are someone who feels like that, who feels like what is the point of this preparation? Nothing is improving. I'm not increasing my percentile. I'm not increasing my scores. Then this video is really for you. So basically, in this video, I will talk about all the different things that can demotivate you or reduce your motivation, and we'll also talk about how it will eventually help you out. Okay, the first one would be that the general motivation decline that happens with everyone. The second one would be reducing or decline in your motivation due to your mock scores. The third one would be how do you get demotivated just by comparing with everyone else. Okay, so let's just get started. So first things first, basically motivation is not something that can sustain for months or years together. Okay, so while you might feel that I was really motivated initially to prepare for the CAT exam, and I had so much enthusiasm, so much energy to do things, and now I don't have that, it is a completely fine process. Because once you start doing something, you really have high motivation and you have a lot of energy. But once you continue doing things at the same pace regularly, that motivation and energy levels definitely reduce. And that is completely okay. All you need to do at that time, or at least by that time, till the time you have that motivation and energy, the things you should do is try to define an overall schedule for yourself. Whether it is a weekly schedule of how many hours you will put in weekly, whether it is a daily schedule of what all topics you will study daily, try to get that particular schedule in. And that is how, when your motivation reduces, when you feel like I don't really want to do today, I don't know what to do today, your brain should not have to put in a lot of effort to think what all I have to do. You should have your tasks, you should have your timeline predefined for you. So all you have to do is go ahead, give that sectional test, give that mock you had decided on, right? Because there are always days when you will not feel like getting out of bed, thinking what I should do, and then actually do it. It happens every single week, I think, at least once for me as well. So in those days, it just helps that you have predefined that okay, today I will do quant for 1 hour, I will do LRDI for 1 hour, I will read a novel for half an hour. If that you have defined, those 2.5 hours you have defined, all you have to do is just sit for those 2.5 hours. Okay, that is why when your motivation reduces, and it is completely normal that your motivation reduces, what helps you is a little bit of consistency and discipline. And how can you bring that consistency and discipline is by kind of creating an habit, creating a timetable, and just getting into that routine. It might sound very simple, but it is a little bit trickier than that. I have a few videos on how to be consistent and how to create a timetable. You should see the links on the screen and definitely go ahead and watch those videos in case you feel you are unable to stay consistent and have that time. Coming on to the second point of losing motivation. Now, it is okay to feel demotivated because of your mock scores. If your scores are, say, not improving or even worse, reducing, how do you tackle that? The one major thing you should keep in mind at that point is this is just a mock. This was just a practice test for you, right? So this is not the final CAT, and that is amazing. If your scores are low in a practice test, that is completely fine, right? Because these mistakes can tell you how to improve your score for the final CAT exam. And it's kind of a benefit for you so that you know your mistakes beforehand and you will be able to improve on these till the time CAT exam comes. That is why it is extremely important that you start giving mocks from the starting of your preparation. Whether you are done with the syllabus or not, whether you are feeling scared or anything, just start giving mocks. What is the worst thing that will happen? You will score like a 20 percentile. That's okay. All you need to do then is to see all the questions you got wrong and improve on them, learn those questions so that in the next mock you will not make those mistakes. So treat every single one of your mock as an opportunity. Treat them as something that can help you improve your score later on rather than just treating them as something that, oh god, this is a failure. That's not a failure. That is just you're practicing and you did not perform 100%, which is fine, which happens in practice. And it is not just true in studies, right? When someone starts playing a sport, they can just be practicing initially, they'll be horrible, but that doesn't mean that they will not become better. So it doesn't mean that you will not become better. It just means that now you know your weaknesses and you should use this to improve your overall score later on. So it does not make sense to get demotivated by mock scores at all. Consider those as opportunities for yourself and improve on that. One very critical thing for it is analyzing your mocks. I have one video on mock analysis which should be there on the screen, and you should definitely watch that video because that will tell you in a way how to take the opportunities out of these mock scores and become better time and again. The third thing that we talked about, that you just compare with everyone, you just see how everyone is doing, what kind of syllabus they have completed and what you have not. The one basic thing to do there is try not to discuss these kinds of things with people. Discuss problems with them, any questions that you have, anything that you were unable to solve, take some guidance, have some discussion, but try not to discuss progress or things like this with anyone. Okay? Because you will end up comparing yourself. All you can kind of think is, okay, what all is the topic list that I have to consider, I have to complete, and that's it. That should be more than enough. Okay, so do not try to delve into a lot of comparison, and that is especially for people who tend to talk to like 20, 30, 40, 50 different kind of people and then just compare with every single one of them and feel like I'm not doing enough. That's completely fine. You don't need to compare. All you need to do is see what is your daily schedule or weekly schedule. See how is it that you can push in the maximum number of hours for your CAT preparation, and that's it. That's all you should do. Ensure that those number of hours you are definitely doing the CAT preparation as required. Okay. If you feel, however, that you are unable to give your full, you are unable to do some things, you might have to schedule your other works, for example, your college work or your job, whatever you are doing, you might have to schedule them properly. Probably take a break from them for a week if you are really lagging behind your own schedule. But make your own targets, make your own schedule. Do not compare with others because everyone has different time constraints. They have different things that they have to do, and you cannot really compare it with them. Okay, these were the three major types of lack in motivation or demotivation, why it happens to someone who is preparing for the CAT exam, right? I know that all of this is very obvious. It's completely normal to face that. First of all, know that. The second thing is, it's okay if you are not motivated sometimes. sometimes you just have to do it, right? For example, you would remember sometimes in college when you are like, I don't want to go to this class, but you have to go to the class just because you have to get that attendance, you have to get those notes, right? So a few days can completely be like that, and that's okay. Just ensure that you are doing a little bit at least that day, even if you're not able to give your full. Never stop your preparation for more than 2 days. Never think like for 2 3 days I've done nothing, unless you are kind of on a break from CAT, for maybe your college exams, for any deliverable, work deliverable, etc. Apart from that, you should never stop your preparation for more than 2 days at once, even if you are doing just one sectional test per day. Okay. The other things that can kind of derail you from your preparation could be things like very random discussions. Will CAT be 2 hours? Will it be 3 hours? Will we have three slots? Will we have two slots? Which IM is making the exams? Which section is going to be most difficult? These are the kind of questions that you cannot answer, that no one can answer, right? So it's pointless having long discussions about these things. You can obviously know that these are the possibilities, but do not delve into longer discussions or just random things with it, right? Because that way is what will happen is that you will invest a lot of time and thought to that rather than really doing the preparation that you should do. So please focus on your preparation. You can try to stay motivated by probably joining a few small cat groups where you can discuss some questions, etc. You can just keep a track of your entire mock scores. That was something I did to stay motivated, that okay, I'm improving in some sections at least, and all of that. These are the different ways you can do it. Another way you can do it is you can have like a list of all the mocks that will come, or list of all the topics you have to cover. As soon as you are done with some, you can just tick those kind of things improve, help us continue our efforts towards the exam, and that is something that you can do. Apart from this, if you face any kind of other issues towards your CAT preparation, towards your motivation levels, consistency, please feel free to drop in a comment, or you can join the Telegram discussion group and have a lot of discussions with me. I do reply to a lot of messages. Otherwise, I will see you this Saturday, 7 p.m. in the live Q&A session, wherein I will again answer all the queries that you might have. Till then, all the best for your preparation and enjoy your preparation. Bye, guys.